for no longer talking to my best friend. I 24F have been friends with my best friend 23F since elementary school. We weren't that close then, but after high school, our bond grew stronger and we got extremely close. While I was in college, we hung out pretty much every day. In fact, we were so close. I never felt threatened by her and never had a problem bringing the guys I was dating or sleeping with around her. At some point in time in September 2022, this guy I was casually sleeping with started acting strange and my best friend and I both decided to pull up at his house. We equally came up with a plan on what we were going to do and what I was going to say and both executed it. After that night we never really spoke about it again. In January of 2023, I started noticing how she was being really distant and was never interested in what I had to say. Anytime I came to her with an issue or problem, she responded with a short response by saying oh or oh. Well, this was obviously starting to annoy me, so I stopped confiding in her. However, one day my first love 24M and I got into a really bad argument because he said something that hurt my feelings. Despite not really wanting to, I confided in my best friend to see what she had to say about it. My first love and I have been in each other's lives since we were 14 and she knows how much he means to me. However, I was right to think she wouldn't be of any help. She brushed me off yet again by saying, oh well, as I told her the situation. I continued to not talk to her or my first love for a while until one day my first love apologized for hurting me. He then proceeded to say that he would have apologized sooner, but he reached out to my best friend to see if she felt like he was wrong in the situation, and she told him no. He proceeded to send me screenshots of their conversation, and she was writing him books about how she felt like I was wrong and how I'd come around. This upset me not because she didn't agree with me, but because she didn't even tell how she felt, and I only got a oh well out of her. But my first love, that she's known for all of 3 seconds, gets a full-blown conversation. Because of this, I decided to take a step back from her for a while. I went no contact for a few months, and then we started back talking and things were good. Until I started noticing that she would always have slick and negative things to say about me and or my body. For example, I'd ask her about the color of an outfit, and she'd take it upon herself to mention that my torso looked longer than my legs. Or she'd mention how my back was getting wide. At this point I'm looking at her sideways, because why is there always negativity coming from you? I also noticed that when I was feeling insecure about being single and getting treated dirty by the men I was falling for, she wouldn't try to reassure me, but she'd always add to the list of reasons why men didn't want me. Fast forward to January 2024. Where I am telling her about this girl who did some crazy-ish and she threw up what we did in my face like I had no right to talk. And she acted as if I acted alone and just dragged her along for the ride. Now fast forward to present day. My first love and I are in a relationship and I notice how she is always taking up for him. There was a situation where the 3 of us, me, her and my BF, were on FaceTime. And the reason why he and I broke up came up in conversation. I told her that I believed he cheated on me. She completely dismissed me and wouldn't believe it until he confirmed the story. I also noticed in a joking conversation between me, her other friend of ours and my BF, that she got really upset when I told her that we will not all live together under the same roof. Me and my BF are planning on getting married and starting a life of our own. Why would I want 2 other full-grown adults in our space? I said that they could have guest houses, and I noticed how she got really upset because of that. Lastly, my BF and I decided to pull the TikTok prank on her to see if she would lie to him for me. He texted her asking if I was with her to see if she would say yes. She not only didn't respond to him, but she texted my phone saying that if I was lying to him, she would need to take a step back from me because of everything he provides me in the relationship. That was really fishy to me. BC, why would you want to take a step on your best friend? BC of what she does in her relationship. Like, what does that have to do with you? Or better yet, what does that have to do with our relationship as best friends? I'm not the type of girl that thinks that girls just want my boyfriend, and I don't necessarily think that this is the case here, but it seems like she definitely has a problem with me. Even my BF has noticed how she always taking up for him and never taking up for me, and has made the decision to cut off contact with her because of it. So Ada for just saying screw the friendship and cutting her off.